Hello traders, and welcome to my video on bullish RSI divergence. So this is a strategy that involves the RSI relative strength index indicator. As you can see here on my chart, this is a euro dollar 1 hour chart in the MetaTrader 4 or MT4 platform. The RSI indicator comes free with this platform and most other charting platforms. Okay, so the main way people use the RSI indicator is to look for price to be below 30, which is considered oversold, or above 70, which is considered overbought. Now, what many beginners think is that they just need to buy when price falls below this line, sell when price goes above this line. That's not really the way that I would personally use the RSI indicator. I don't use it just for entry and exit as is. I just use it to help gauge the trend direction and perhaps the strength of the trend. So that's the main way it's used. Overbought, above 70, oversold, below 30. Okay. What many people don't bother doing is looking for divergence on this indicator, which is perhaps the most powerful way to use it, although some may argue that you can find divergence that RSI would show you simply by marking the levels on your chart, but I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. So in this video we're going to focus on bullish divergence. Basically a bullish market is obviously an upwards market. We're going to look to place a buy trade, and we're just going to use the RSI to help identify such signals. So how we're going to do that to find the bullish divergence is to mark higher lows on the RSI indicator for divergence. So here we could perhaps ignore this big candle, or even include it. Either way, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Okay, so that's basically divergence, simple as that, and it's bullish divergence because it's in an upwards direction. So the RSI is telling us here that price is going up, 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 up. It's gaining some momentum in an upwards direction. We're going to look to take a long trade, a buy trade, in the direction of the trend. Trend is your friend, as the saying goes. So how are we going to time the entry? That's the question. There are thousands of different ways you can time your entry, numerous candlestick patterns, price action, support and resistance, other technical indicators. For the sake of this video, we can use, let's just say, this level of resistance here. You can see that held up quite well. This is a 1 hour chart, so it would have been a lot more significant looking this resistance on the lower chart time frames. That being said, is still a good level. So we've got our divergence. We can see clearly price is moving up just by using our eyes there. And we're going to wait for price to see what price does when it approaches this resistance level here. And what does it do? It has a breakout. Okay, and that could have been the timing of the entry using the RSI bullish divergence as our signal for the direction we're going to trade in. This is our entry point, the breakout. As you can see, that would have been a tidy trade. And how much price go up? Around 160 pips from the entry there. Good thing about this is we've got an obvious area to place our stop loss, which is just below the recent support. It should have been around 30 pips, which isn't terrible for the 1 hour charts. Alternatively, you could have placed it just below the resistance level, which has been breached here. And that trade gave us a really good risk to reward ratio. What we could have done as well is, as price was moving up, we could have moved our stop loss with it. So let's just say this was our initial stop loss here. We entered on the breakout there. And then as price came up around this area, we may have moved our stop loss here, locked in some profits. Price continued up, could have moved it again up. Price continued, move your stop loss again. This way you're locking in profit whilst maximizing the move. I'm sure if you exited there for 20 pips, not only would you have had a poor risk to reward ratio, but you also would have missed out on left a lot on the table. Whereas using this method, you can of course lock in the trade and try to maximize the move as much as possible. Okay. Yeah, as I said, you can use the RSI indicator on any chart time frame. I find the 1 hour charts and above tend to have more reliable signals simply because there's more price accounted for. That applies to divergence as well. You can look for divergence on the 5-minute charts, but for me, the 1 hour charts, 4 hour charts, daily charts, it just means less time spent chart watching and more reliable signals for bigger moves as well. I mean, I'd rather catch one trade for 100 pips on the 1 hour chart than 10 trades for 10 pips on the 5-minute chart. It's just less stressful and, as I said, more reliable signals from my point of view. So that's one way to enter the bullish RSI divergence, using support and resistance. Okay, another thing you can do is complement it with other indicators. So shall we take the stochastic, for example? With a stochastic oscillator, you're looking to enter long trades, buy trades, when price is in or around this oversold area, similar to the RSI, oversold area, and the main line to be above the signal line, as it is here. Suggests the market's moving upwards. So when there's a cross in the upwards direction around this oversold area, is considered a trading signal based on the stochastic oscillator. We'll mark that there. Crossover near the oversold area. And divergence has continued here. Granted, it's slowing down, but it's still a valid entry point from my perspective. Mark the trend line there. Price isn't too far out from the trend line. Would have been better probably if it had pulled all the way back. However, it's still a valid trade. Bullish RSI divergence, stochastic crossover, trend line has long breached that level of resistance. In fact, we can see a support level has been building. Resistance was broken again there. Support levels building. We actually have a pullback here. Got a hammer candlestick pattern there. You can see the bulls pushing the market back up from the bears. So that's another bullish indication. Tying that in with the indicators is a valid looking setup. Okay, to get in on this nice uptrend that we have going here, you could have placed your stop loss had you taken this particular entry just below this recent support level, or even the support level that you're trading from, which would have been a really tight 10 pip stop loss. Plenty left in the move, 130 plus pips. So another good entry there. Again, you could have entered the breakout instead if you preferred. Mark your resistance levels on your charts. You still have your bullish RSI divergence, breakout there, stochastic telling you the market's still trending. Yeah, that would have been another good entry. You can even add an ADX indicator, which confirms, just if you need that extra confirmation. Some people like the visual appeal of indicators, but basically the ADX, when the green line is above the red line, means that we're in an uptrend. Vice versa for a downtrend, red line would be above the green line. And importantly, on the ADX, I like to mark the 20 level here. And that's just simply because if this main line, this blue line here, is above 20, it tells me that there is momentum in the move, in the trend direction. So where we've marked off that breakout there, divergence, stochastic agrees, the ADX is also saying yes. Green's above red, so we're in an uptrend. The main line is way above 20. So there is plenty of momentum. Some would argue it's starting to slow down. However, we have our confirmation from other indicators for the entry. And yeah, it's just that extra validation if you need it. But as I said, it's much easier, in my opinion, to confirm your entries with additional indicators. If we just remove them from the chart, even the trend line, take off the resistance. So if we take these all off and just said, okay, there's bullish divergence, let me just jump in anywhere. You know, you could jump in at the wrong place and end up in unnecessary drawdown. That being said, this was a really good move. There will be occasions when you mark your divergence and price just breaks in the complete opposite direction, which is when those other filters will help you avoid such a scenario. Yeah, this can be used, as I said, any trading instrument and time frame. The RSI is a real good indicator. Divergence is something that I think is often overlooked, but it's just a handy tool to have in your trading strategy. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you found it useful.